What's up, guys? I hope that everybody is well. I am not as well I could be, but what are you gonna do? This is a video that I actually did not have planned. I'm doing this simply because I cannot let it go. Um, a friend of mine, a good friend of mine actually, um, posted something on Facebook that didn't really sit too well with me. Um, and the fallout from that is still kind of eating away at me. Um, 2 days later. Um, but before I get into any of that, I'll say this. I knew just by watching the election cycle as it has been, and since the election came down and Trump's going to be the new president, I knew that um, tensions were running high on both sides. Um, I knew that things were being said on both sides that were offensive to both sides, and I knew that eventually, somehow, I was going to get caught up in the heat of it all, much as I tried to stay out of it. And what do you know? Who won the pony? Here we go. I've always thought of myself as a pretty open-minded guy. I have no problem sitting down and learning from somebody or from a group of people or whatever with a different viewpoint than me. That's how we learn things. Kind of helps us to shape the way we feel about things. And sometimes learning from people of a different view will change your view on certain things. I have always liked that about myself. I have always liked that about the people that I've chosen to have around me. That for the most part, we're all a bunch of open-minded people, can learn from each other, we can have opposing viewpoints. And make the world a better place. I knew as soon as all this came down, because of all the hate that I was running into on Facebook, I was going to get caught up. Try as I might not to. I just didn't know it was going to come from where it came from. And really, that's the shocker of this all for me. See, this all started, and I pulled it up because I want to be accurate. soon as my, here we go. Liz, who I've known 11 years. Always thought was a pretty open-minded person, pretty smart chick, pretty open to ideas, new ideas, things like that. She kind of shared this on Facebook, and it was a post, it was a little, one of those things that says, if you hate Donald Trump because he said derogatory things about women, and you listen to rap music, you are an irrelevant hypocrite. Oh boy. Let me explain something that I tried to explain. But before that, I'm going to explain to you guys what happened here. I read it, and while it was mildly offensive to me, I kind of took the attack as of a response, as a joke, thinking she would see my response, which was, gee, thanks, kind of, and be like, oh, I'm not talking about you directly. Okay, cool, it happens. Still offensive, but whatever. It happens, cool. But that's still offensive to people that like to listen to rap music that may not feel the exact same way as Donald Trump does about women and things such as this. Dude, I got lit up by this. I don't remember exactly what it is that she initially said, because, to be honest with you guys, I am still kind of out of it, because I'm not well. I feel like I've been 15 rounds with Ali still, and I probably shouldn't even be doing this. But here I sit, and this is what I'm doing. Now, when I first saw this, saw her response, my first instinct was to do what I'm doing now. Respond in such a way that a lot of people think I am reactionary. And it's true. Because a lot of times I am. I react to things I don't think I just do. But women wiser than I, shout out to Jen and Becca, said to me, dude, hold up, sleep on it, you're sick as hell, give it a day, you still feel that way tomorrow, let her have it. So, I slept on it, and yesterday was the next day. I said, you know what? They're right. I'm gonna get, as I was thinking about it on Friday. So you know what, they're right. I'll sleep on it. Maybe she'll have time to rethink what she said, and maybe she'll come to me and be like, still think that, but I shouldn't have came at you as strong as I did. Okay, cool. Everything's still kind of, but everything's cool. Didn't happen. So I proceeded to ask her, were you meaning to talk about me when you posted that thing about fans of rap music being hypocrites because they are standing against everything that Donald Trump is, but yet they listen to music that, objectifies women and all that good stuff. And I proceeded to get lit up again. Okay. To her credit, she said, I love you, but politics and rap music, we're just gonna have to, something we can't talk about. Okay, fine. Understand that. That's fine by me. But it doesn't change the fact that you offended me beyond the scope of which you can fully understand or even seem to give a damn. See, let me explain something to you. And anybody that probably doesn't know this, but if you're watching this, you probably know it because you've been around a while. My life is 95% women. I do not like dudes. I have very few dudes in my life. And I keep it that way. I keep it that way because dudes like me, not good. I revere the women in my life. Knowing me 11 years, you'd think you know that. You'd think you would know not to paint us all with the same broad brush. Yet you did it anyway. Okay. The point that I was trying to make that she wants no part of is this. You can't paint us all with a broad ass brush. Listening to rap music and being against everything Donald Trump stands for does not make you a hypocrite. Because rap music and being against everything Donald Trump stands for, the two things are not mutually exclusive, you stupid bitch. And yeah, you're right. Probably a little harsh. But at this point, I don't care. Now, another point. You saying that people that like rap music and that are against everything that Trump stands for are hypocritical. That's like saying people that listen to country music are involved in the goddamn KKK. You can't make a comparison. Let me tell you something about rap music that you may not know. You don't seem to give a shit. While a lot of it, you're right. You know, there is a lot of it that is, demeaning and objectifying to women. Can we listen to it? And we know the difference? And we not agree with it? And still enjoy an artist's work? Yep, sure can. You can't um take an entire genre of music and segment of the population and paint them with the same broad brush, because what you are showing beyond any reasonable doubt that you don't know is that rap music isn't all, gangsta, objectification of women, and, oh, I'm gonna fuck this bitch, whatever, it's not all that. There's more to it than that. I would expect you to know the difference. Because I used to think you were a smart person. Smart enough to know that. Yeah, I used to think a lot of things. But in that one statement, you erase all doubt. Now, there are probably people that are thinking like you that are seeing this because it's public, whether they admit to it or not, whether I knew who they are or not. And it's fine. I completely understand that. All I'm asking you guys to do, don't paint us all with the same broad brush, and don't condemn an entire genre of music just because of one sub-genre. It is possible to enjoy rap music, even enjoy some gangsta rap. Hell, my musical intersection is the corner of Garth Brooks Drive and Tupac Boulevard, for fuck's sakes. Okay? So, don't condemn an entire segment of people and an entire genre of music just because you have a problem with one subgenre. Because it makes you look stupid, makes you look short-sighted. Most of all, though, it makes you the one that looks like you're irrelevant. Prove me wrong.